Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tiffany, and today we are going to focus on intuitive art. I've been an artist for as long as I can remember, and I have found that over the years art has been a great therapeutic outlet for emotions and for tapping into my intuition. And so I'm going to share with you today specifically angel art and how to tap into that intuition. Now, this first came to me when I saw a lady by the name of Susan Walters. You can find her at Susan Walters Art at a psychic fair in Kansas City, and I was really fascinated with the art form that she did, and it really resonated with me. And I thought to myself, wow, that's really beautiful, I can do that. So this is my particular angel that she there you go, that she did for me on my birthday this year. And she taps into the energy of angels, and they speak with her and guide her. And the different colors have different meanings and symbolisms as to what they are for each individual person. So I found this very fascinating, and I decided to adapt it to my own needs as a way to outlet my own personal emotions and intuitions. So I'm going to help you with that today and show you how it's done. I want you to know that this does not require any specific artistic skill. All this requires is you getting in touch with your feelings and really trusting your intuition. So let's get started. So to begin my sessions, I normally do a meditation, and I have my little mini altar here that I set up. On my altar is a candle that has been anointed, if you will, with the energy of connecting with guardian angels. I also have my little angel statue, my little Raku angel statue that I love so very much, as well as a miniature statue of Saint Francis, the patron saint of animals. I have many animals that have passed that I consider to be guides of mine, and connecting with that energy really just resonates with me. I have a few stones there, a quartz crystal point and a piece of angelite. A few other stones that are meant to help with connecting with your intuition and connecting with your guides and really just grounding and being in focus. So that is my little mini altar that I have set up at the head of my art area. Now I use a very, very large sketchbook. This sketchbook is 18 by 24 inches. My preferred medium, and I use mixed media paper because I like the texture of it. It's heavy duty, so no matter what I use with it, it works out great. My preferred medium is chalk pastels. I love the messiness of them. You will often find me with art on my clothing because I like to get into it. Now you can use any medium that you want. You can use any size sketchbook that you want. These are just my personal preferences. I just want to apologize in advance. I am an animal mom. I have a mini pig and a Boston Terrier. So if you hear little oinks or barks in the background, those are my babies running around. So you might see a little pig walk through the corner of the screen over here. Now I've got my big canvas here. As I said, any size paper will do, any medium, colored pencils, markers. It's just whatever resonates with you. As I said, you don't have to have any specific art skill. This is all intuitive. This is all for your own emotional benefit. So sometimes I just let my hands run over the colors. I don't necessarily put a whole lot of intention into the color I pick. I let the colors guide me to where they want to be. So connect with yourself, connect with your paper, connect with your altar and with your colors, and really just ground yourself into what you do. So we're going to reach over here. Sometimes I just scan the colors with my hand until I find one that tingles or resonates or vibrates with me. And I don't necessarily put too much thought into it. Now for me, I like to have smaller chunks of pastels to work with, as well as the larger ones. I don't worry about breaking my art supplies. So sometimes you just gotta feel it out. When you're doing angels, for me, it helps to kind of start with a face of sorts. Now I don't give my particular angels facial attributes. I feel like the attributes of an angel should be the feeling, not necessarily the physical features. So one of the reasons I like chalk pastels is because you can blend them so easily. It also helps with chalk pastels to keep some baby wipes or something moist nearby to clean your hands of the residue. You'll often see me wipe my hands on my pants. Those are called my art clothes. They're some of my favorite clothes to wear because that means creativity is happening. Alright, so we have that, the head. Good potty in your potty box, Piggy. Good girl. I'm currently training my pig to use her litter box. She's still pretty young, so you might hear me reinforce her. You're a good girl. As you can see, this is not an exact art form with chalks. I'm just kind of drawing in. I'm going to see if I can't zoom in here to get a better... Don't worry about the messiness. That's what makes it intuitive. It's just being able to go with it. Now I'm drawing towards this really light blue at the moment. Every single one of the angels or guides that I draw turns out differently, and I just attribute this to being what I need at the moment. A lot of times the colors have their own meanings, and you can look up color therapy to go with that. My angels don't always have wings. They don't always resemble one specific gender or another. I just kind of let the paper and the colors draw me. Sometimes I'll see shapes or colors in my mind. Sometimes my hands will be just drawn to things. Drawn to draw things that I can't necessarily explain or identify. Said, I don't put too much effort into the color. Sometimes I just reach over and grab and see what is being called to me. This is very, like I said, messy art form, one of my favorites. And think back to your childhood days. What was one of your favorite things to do? Was it to finger paint? One of the things I like about pastel chalks is kind of tapping into that childhood energy of just being intuitive, just doing art for the sake of doing something that makes you feel good. As children, we didn't necessarily worry about what people thought of our art. We just did it because that's what felt good to us. So I really like the concept of tapping into your inner child as a form of art and intuitive healing. So you can use it as some childhood healing. You can use it as an outlet for a situation that is tough that you may be going through at the moment. And you don't have to worry about what other people think. This is not for them, unless you so choose it to be, and you have that intention that you're drawing for somebody else. This is for you. This is for your inner peace, your inner guidance, your inner outlet. Sometimes I'll find that I put symbols around it. Sometimes their hands are holding something, they're up. I don't necessarily have a rhyme or reason sometimes to what is happening. It just flows through me. A lot of times their arms are open. I equate it to a hug. Sometimes what we need in life is just for somebody to open their arms to us and hug us and really embrace who we are. The angels, they're always ready to embrace us. They're always ready to hold us when we need it. Apparently my angel today wants pink hair. Sometimes my angels don't have hair at all. Sometimes they're funky. Sometimes they are very reserved and down to earth. They let me know what they want to be. Our angels do not judge us. We should not judge them. There's no specific techniques that I'm using. There's no formal art training here with pastels or anything like that. As I said, it's very, very childish in nature as far as the just going with it, just letting it become what it wants to become. Hi, Piggy Pig. I have a piglet resting at my feet. I very much embrace my animals into my life, my art. Sometimes, especially when I'm working with intuitive art, they like to come lay close or lay on my feet or be close to me. Your animals may do that too. They sense the energy. They know that you are channeling, if you will, emotions, channeling universal energy. They feel that. Now your angel will tell you when she's done. You will find an intuitive knowing that the picture is complete when it is. Sometimes you may stop at a point like this. Sometimes you may continue on until the whole thing is full. You'll know when it's ready, when it's done. Now for chalk pastels, they do make a fixative that you can use to spray your pastels, and that helps to keep the chalk from transferring over to other pages or other things. You can find that at any art supply store, or often they sell it at Walmart, places like that. You can find it online. And you just, when you're done with your picture, spray the entire thing. You don't want to saturate it, you want to give it a light coat for sure. I have often, in times of need, used hairspray to do the same thing. Doesn't work quite as well, but it does in a pinch. Quite often my angels are radiating or have some sort of energy flowing out of them. Sometimes it's their heart, sometimes it's the chakras, sometimes it's their head. Hi Piggy, I hear you, baby girl. put too much question into why it is what it is. I just let it flow. Find your flow state, find your intuition. You'll find that white will help you to blend out colors, smudge them out, kind of change the hue of them. I like to create kind of this auric field around them. What are you getting into, Piggy Pig? Little pig getting into something she probably shouldn't be in the background. I'm going to give mine some very simple hands, just kind of open palms. Sometimes there's no hands at all. Sometimes I'll reach for a color and not sure, my hands just kind of fumble over things, so at that point I stop, I really take a look at it, and I just kind of give it a minute to absorb. When the flow state kind of stutters and you're not sure what to do next, that's your cue to just stop for a moment, take a breath, connect with what you're doing, see if there's any places that you want to smooth out or give a little more attention to. Once you really connect back into that, a lot of times you will figure out, you will feel what you want to do next. So for me, my palms are tingling, so that tells me intuitively that there's something here that I want to happen, and I'm wanting to reach towards a red, a really rich red. And I'm seeing these spirals. So we're going to come into the hands, and I'm going to create a spiral energy. Go up. So just really feel what it wants to do. Really trust your intuition. That is what makes this so effective and so healthy and so outletting. That's the word I'm looking for. Healing, if you will, is really just trusting your heart. Your heart to guide your hands to figure out what you're really needing to express or show. As you can see, I am no Picasso or Muka or any fine artist. I am an intuitive artist. I do what feels good. This is one of those art forms, as I said before, you do not want to worry about judgment. You don't want to worry about doing the wrong thing, because there is no wrong. There is no wrong. Reaching for my green again. Now I do have these little sticks. They're little cardboard papery sticks that you can sharpen. They're blending sticks, so sometimes you can just go in. I kind of blend it out. It's like using a pencil. It's just meant to blend your colors out or into each other. It's a little more precise than using your fingers. Come in with this light green. Go around. Hear my little Boston on high alert. There's got to be a cheese wrapper opening somewhere in the state. Hi, Piggie. Piggy nibbling on my toes there. Now sometimes your angels will name themselves, sometimes not. My last angel that I drew, her name was Claudine. No idea where it came from, that's just what she told me. Hi, Piggy. I'm going to show you very quickly what's at my feet. Miss Penelope. Alright. So I'm going to take and just kind of fill out some shadowing, I guess. I have entire sketchbooks, most of them which are smaller actually, that I've traveled with and used colored pencils to draw in just because they travel a little easier. Full of angels over the years that have come to me either in times of need, in times of happiness, just in times where I needed to really stop and connect with something creative. As I said before, you do not need to be artistically skilled to do this. You just need to tap into your inner intuitive nature and really trust that there is no right or wrong to this. I've often done angel drawings for other people of what just intuitively came to me for them. Kind of like a reading, if you will. Alright, she is telling me that she's done. So what I'm going to do is I normally put some kind of mark on the page with the year and the month. So we're in 8/18. I'll do my little you over. This is the final product for this angel intuitive art. As I said before, there is no right or wrong. It's all a matter of feeling and what flows through you. Each one may be different, but really sit with it and let it tell you what are the colors meaning to you? Why are her hands going to her heart? Do I need to focus my energy on my own heart? Why does she have crazy pink and purple hair? Do I need to focus on the fact that it's the energy that I put out and not what my appearance looks like? These are all subtle cues from your subconscious to kind of guide you into what healing you need. And that's what makes it so beautiful, is that you don't necessarily sit down with the intention to draw a specific thing. You sit down with the intention to connect with yourself. So allow that to flow through you and connect with yourself and see what comes out of you. Thank you for joining me for this artistic adventure. As you can see, it leaves art on your hands. I have art on my pants. I love to have art on me. It means I'm tapping into the universal energy of my inner feelings and creativity. Do not be afraid to be creative. Even if you don't identify as an artist or identify as being creative, you have universal energy that flows through you. Therefore, you have artistic energy that flows through you, should you choose to trust that intuition and that energy. So I hope today's angel drawing resonated with you. If you would like to see more of these angel drawings, please let me know in the comments below. Feel free to subscribe to this channel. There's going to be more of this nature. I would love to see what you have to think about it and see any of your drawings that you managed to connect with. If you have watched this video and it's resonated with you, please share with me your comments, share with me your pictures. I would love to see what comes out of you and what resonates with you as art and your angels. So, if you liked it, hit like. If you want more, please subscribe. Thanks for joining me. Transparently yours.